Hello, welcome once again to CECD Enterprise TV. My name is Kenneth Enoruwa, Principal Consultant, Value Plus One Consulting and Co. Benin. This segment is about helping startups upscale across dimensions. We've looked at 10 practices that is required for small businesses to stay healthy. We've looked at bookkeeping, we've looked at proper investment plan, we've looked at proper management of working capital, I've looked at a lot. So today, we'll continue the series, and our attention will be on other practices, fundamental practices, startups and business owners should abide. We also looked at our network in our last series. So today we'll focus on partnerships. Partnerships. You recall when we were talking about networking, I did mention that no one succeeds in isolation. You cannot succeed all by yourself. You will need a network of persons, individuals, institutions, organizations, other businesses who have succeeded. And you need to continually learn from them and then upscale your operations thereafter. Similarly, develop useful partnerships. As a businessman or woman, as a startup, you cannot succeed alone. Within the first 5 years of operation, you will realize so suddenly the importance of having a lawyer as a partner. You will realize the importance accountants play in business. You realize the importance tax consultants play in business. As a consultant myself, I have helped several businesses in this area. I've come across successful businesses. When I say successful, I mean potential businesses, great ideas, great concepts, thriving despite the disruptions. Certain things just happen. A business that has been doing very well will be threatened just because of tax, because of regulatory or compliance matters, sometimes legal issues. Because as you grow in your business, as you begin to relate with your environment and people, you begin to establish contracts and money exchange hands. You begin to see the need over and over again to have useful partnerships. So, before you need them, have them. If you don't have them before you need them, you may have to pay so much to have them. So as a startup, it is important to befriend useful experts, professionals that will help you time to come. As you grow in your business, you begin to need professional support, tactical inputs. Whether you own a salon, a photography shop, or you are a dealer, building material dealer, or electronics dealer, or you own a barber shop, or you render business advisory services, whatever type of business you have, as an entrepreneur, it is highly recommended as you develop useful partnerships. Startups should leverage industry-related relationships if you must conquer future enterprise expertise gaps. I'll give you an instance. As your business is registered, even when you are registering your business, as a startup, you don't even know what to do. That is why enterprises like the CECD enterprises set up to put you through what you need to do to get your business registered and stay active on the Corporate Affairs Commission platform. And there are several other things that we do. As a consultant myself, I've interacted with several groups, professionals, leaders, movers of great businesses who have deficiency in other areas of business operations. For instance, I was in a conference where professionals, lecturers were seated. A professor mentioned, we were discussing finance and retirement issues. A professor, a very renowned professor, mentioned in that class that up till now, he doesn't use ATM, a debit card. He does not even have any bank app in his phone. He is just comfortable filling a withdrawal form or writing a check across the counter and get cash and move on. The reason is because he has not been able to accept the deployment of technology in banking operations. So it took us some time to enlighten those enlightened individuals on the need to manage your finances during active service and retirement. Now you see there was a deficiency noted that an enlightened man of that class still believe that the debit card or internet banking or any kind of online banking service is beyond his reach. A couple of years ago, I noticed that in a bank, in a new generation bank in Benin, some women were approaching that bank. When they got to the man trap door, they put off their slippers. They didn't know how to even operate the man trap door. The security man helped them, they entered. They were already inside the man trap door before the security man and the man at the point of entry realized that they had put off their slippers. He beckoned on them to come back to wear their slippers. And you know what he said? He said they are taught that taking their slippers inside the banking hall will get the place stained. So you see, there's a level of deficiency in every one of us. There's no human that is 100% full of required knowledge to operate in life. So no matter the type of business you operate, there's a level of deficiency in every man. Perfection is not in one person. We complement each other. Get familiar with an accountant. Get familiar with a lawyer. Get familiar with a tax pro. Because at some point, you will need them. So have them, know them before you need them. Because when you need them, you might need to spend so much to have them. So at this early stage of your business, look around you. You have friends who are lawyers, accountants, doctors. As a consultant, I have many friends who are connected to us. We help them in those professional areas. The same way you need them. Get them now, early enough, before you need them. So we move on. We look at the next fundamental points you need as a startup. I call these things fundamental because they are what you know. They are what you should be practicing daily. However, we ignore them because we look for alternative means to make our business thrive. But those alternative means do not have the same strength as these points that we are sharing today. Number 8, fundamental practice every CEO or startup businesses should imbibe. Improve on you. Improve on you. Y-O-U. Don't become stale. You think you know so much in that field, that is why you are concentrating on that field. But whatever you knew 2 years ago may not be sufficient to run the business 2 years after. Therefore, you need to constantly engage in self-development. Self-development is key to proper growth. For you to remain relevant and stay relevant, you need to renew your mind daily. Learn daily what is required to succeed in the modern times. Every startup should have a self-development plan. You cannot run your business with the knowledge you have today in the next 10 years or 20 years. Technology evolves. Modalities change. So, just as method will change, that is how entrepreneurs should change along. Because if you don't stay competitive, you will become stale and you go out of business. You cannot win a modern battle using an ancient tool. Is that possible? Nah, not possible. So I always tell businessmen, I tell business leaders, even public servants, don't run government business, don't run private business with ancient methods. Ancient principles may remain the same, but methods change. As things evolve, we must evolve along. For instance, in the accounting world, methods of reporting have changed over the years. So if I own a business, if I'm in governance, and my reporting system do not change along the requirements in accounting, at some point, my reports will not be accepted by regulatory bodies. International organizations will not count my reports as standard. The same way, a lot of things have changed. Methods of doing business have changed. Why do they say if you want to hide an information from a black man, put it in a book? It's believed that a black man does not read a book. So as a startup, as a CEO, you will need to learn, you need to read, you need to constantly improve on yourself. Learn about the business. That's your choice of business. As an entrepreneur, you have not been called into enjoyment. You have not been called into freedom. You say, wow, thank God, I own my business now. It's time for me to enjoy. No. A startup, as a startup, that is just the beginning of more commitment. So, anything that you can do to expand your knowledge base, whatever you can deploy to expand your operations, whatever you can embrace to make you a better person, you should go ahead. I said before, you cannot win a modern battle using an ancient tool. It's not possible. In Ecclesiastes, the Bible tells us that no man, no laborer goes to war or goes to the farm with the axe that is blood. If you go to work with the axe that is blood, you will require more energy and time to cut the tree. But when the axe is sharp, when the knife is sharp, it takes you less energy to get a tree down. So as a CEO, as a startup, whatever business you do, even a public servant, I always tell people in my leadership section, you are not there by chance. While you are there are certain responsibilities that you must meet. You labor to achieve success when you are not refined. Certificates, qualification, capital can give you certain comfort, certain level of success in your business. What will take you further is how much you have built around yourself, how much you have gathered. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a self-development plan. Read about what you do. Improve on yourself. You cannot walk with the axe that is not properly serviced. What's critical is that at every point in time, An entrepreneur should be refined and prepared for the future. So ask yourself this question: do I have the required skill to remain relevant in the future? As a CEO or a business manager, do I have the required manpower? The skills that my staff have right now, is it adequate for the future war? Is it adequate to achieve victory in future? Will I remain dominant in the industry I'm playing? Will I remain a choice brand, going by all I have known and the technology I've deployed? What I know today, will it last me another 10 years? What is trendy? Do I have that capacity? Have I done this? Have I done that? If you notice any gap, prepare yourself ahead. Fill those gaps and get ready for the future. It will be deadly and risky to allow a technology that is already on ground to expose you to failure. A knowledge that is on ground can bring your business to a fall. So what do? Upscale regularly. Just know what is trendy. Prepare yourself and your business for the future. Otherwise, you become stale and your business will go under. So ladies and gentlemen, if you must continue to succeed as an entrepreneur, do everything possible to improve on yourself. Have a plan to grow yourself. I don't see any reason why an entrepreneur should not read a new book in 6 months. I don't see any reason why an entrepreneur should not attend a conference in 6 months or belong to a network that will sharpen your skills. I hope we've enjoyed this time. I hope you've benefited from this section. My name remains Kenneth Enoruwa, Principal Consultant, Value Plus One Consulting and Co. Have a nice time. See you in the next section.